Hello, and welcome to the garage yet again, except for this time I'm sitting down. Last time I was standing up talking about Andy's chocolate. Anyways, today with me, I have a Diet Coke, my favorite beverage, besides like energy drinks and stuff. A little bit of can opening ASMR for you. Perfect. I think I did that very smoothly. Anyways, so today's video is just going to be really about me talking about my day and my weekend. And even though I only had like a day off, it was a pretty good weekend. Yeah. This Friday evening, I was hanging out with friends. We did a bit of, what did we do? We just hung out, I think, and like drank. I think I actually got a bit drunk and had a big hangover the next day. So, yeah, that was real fun. Then the next day, my friend and I, we went to a graduation party for one of our coworkers. It was fun. It was great to see them. They looked happy to graduate and be out of college, you know, which, I mean, when I graduated from college, I was very happy to be out. Although sometimes nowadays I find myself missing college, just like being there in the classroom learning, you know. I do like to learn new things, so, but I do not like the test part. The test and homework part, that I wouldn't live for that again. Very crispy. Anyways, yeah. This weekend was very nice. Very activity forward, a lot of stuff happening. Which honestly, sometimes I really like. Like, I really like having a lot of different things happening through the day or the weekend, and like set in stone plans that like are seen through, sort of thing. I don't know. I just like hanging out with friends. Yeah. Other things. Played mahjong with my friends Sunday night. I'll probably like put up a picture somewhere like over here or something, but that was really fun. We found our own way to shuffle the mahjong cards or pieces, whatever you want to call them. I call them cards because like it's a game, and usually you play cards with games and stuff like that. So yeah, we were like stacking them on top of each other, and then like it was really loud because mahjong pieces, when you like clack them together, they like become explosively loud. So my downstairs neighbors were like probably like, what is going on up there? And we were like laughing our asses off, pardon the language. But yeah, that was really fun. And I won maybe like 2 to 3 times. My friend Joanne, she always wins because she's probably like the best at the game. One of my friends lost. We didn't play for too long because I had work the next morning, but the time seemed to go by very slowly. Not slowly. The hell? Fast. Very fast. Which is nice because like when you're having fun, time just seems to like disappear like that. So I would have played more games, but honestly I was getting a little tired, and I had work the next day, so there's always another day to plan for more mahjong. But yeah, I like that game. And we just hung out, ate some Taco Bell, had some snacks. My friend ordered some edible cookies from the edible cookie store place. Those cookies were so good. Yeah, I might have eaten a little too many cookies. But once in a while. I barely have cookies. I barely have sweet things lately, except for like fake sugar things, which honestly isn't any better. But, you know, at least I don't have calories with this. So, yeah. So yeah, that was my weekend. A lot of friends. But I do know now for a fact Like there was a point where I was like, am I really introverted, or do I just think I am because I don't like certain people? But now I know for a fact that I am indeed introverted, because I definitely need my time alone. Otherwise, I am socially drained. Whether that's like because of age or just over the years, I've just, I don't know, changed. But I think definitely I'm more introverted now, at least now in my life. Before I was able to like keep going and going and going. It probably is a bunch of different things as to why I'm like introverted. But yeah, I found myself like, even though I had all of those things planned and was doing all of those weekend activities, I was feeling very like, I need a moment, you know? I need a moment to myself to just decompress and like have some silence away from people. Not to say that I don't like people, well, the people that I like in my life, obviously. Not to say that I don't like them and I don't want to hang out with them. But you know, sometimes when you just hang out too much with people, it's like, okay, now I need some me time, you know, which is honestly normal. I feel like if you're able to enjoy the moments alone better than like needing to be with people all the time, I feel like that's probably healthier. I've barely been drinking this. Delish. Yeah. So today, look at a little bit of that. Going to the gym tonight with some friends. Tonight is going to be chest, triceps, bit of shoulders, and cardio. Although I don't think I can get all of those different upper body movements in completely. Maybe I can, and just do the workouts that I missed last week. The exercises, I mean, that I missed last week. I really need to do more rear delt movements, because mostly all of the shoulder movements I'm doing are shoulder presses and lateral raises. So more of the rear delt movements and the, what's it called? Probably the single arm movements, like the single arm raise, that one is so hard. I don't know what it is. I'm able to do like 15-pound lateral raises on both arms, but for some reason, when I get to the cable machine, I'm doing the one arm raise, it's like, this feels like 20 pounds. I don't know why. It just does. Probably because it's more isolated and you're like only having to do one arm sort of thing. Duh. Anyway. Ooh, the carbonation. I think I'm addicted to carbonated drinks, completely honestly. Today I had my Celsius, because, oh my God, I don't know why, but this morning I was extremely tired. Like, people would say something and I'd be like forgetting it the next minute. Or like, I was on like food side today at work, and a lot of the food was just going so slowly. I don't know why I was struggling with the bagels so much, but I could not cut the bagels to save my life. Yeah, I don't know. I just didn't have enough caffeine. And then the manager kind of looked at me and she was like, well, gotta make her some espresso. So she made me like 3 shots of espresso. She was like, to hold you over until you get your Celsius, here's some espresso. I was like, oh, okay. And honestly, that helped a lot, because like I was able to use my brain for the rest of that time before I got my Celsius. Yeah. Very tired. Where was I going with that? Oh, carbonated drinks. Yeah, I think I'm very addicted to them. Probably drink carbonated drinks more than I drink water, which is kind of bad. Most of them are water-based drinks though, like the sparkling water. Those are good for like lunchtime. I sometimes pack those for my lunch. the Target brand, Good and Gather. They have some pretty good carbonated flavored water. But yeah. And then I'll be burping away all day because of them. And I'm like, why am I so gassy? Well, probably because you drank like 10 carbonated drinks today alone. Anyway, the rest of my day will probably just be relaxing. I did a bit of online shopping, and not gonna lie, I spent a little too much. But you know, I keep on procrastinating on the things that I want to buy because I'm like, oh, I don't have enough money for that. Oh, I can't buy that. I can't do this. But a lot of the things that I need to buy, or not need to, I don't need any things that I buy for myself, but a lot of things that I want to buy are put off because I'm trying to save money at the same time, which is a good thing. It's good to be responsible sometimes. But honestly, if you don't spend your money, at least a little bit of it here and there, on the things that you really want and have wanted for the longest time, you end up becoming very sad. And I think that's when you binge shop. That's where you binge shop. That's where now that I'm buying the things that I want, it's like I'm buying them in bulk, which is not good either. So I think this will be like a bit of a setup for me next month to just buy one thing that I want, one thing from my list that I want. That's not so bad, you know? Now that I'm on a roll of getting what I want, I can keep doing that, but like in smaller chunks. So I'm not setting myself up to be broke. I've always had that mindset, that mentality of like, I'm too broke for this. I can't buy this, even though I want it. I'm too broke. Which is probably a better mentality to have than just buying whatever, you know. But I think a balance is great. And I'm trying to learn that balance through budgeting. I don't really budget though, completely honestly. But I do somehow end up saving money every month. Anyways, yeah. So nothing much else to say other than that. Just wanted to talk about my day and my weekend. Next week is going to be a little rough. I'm glad I was able to do a lot this weekend. Get all of that out of the way. Get all the fun out of the way. Because this weekend my dad comes back from the care home. And we're going to have to monitor him for a little while and make sure that things are set up correctly for him so that he doesn't have another accident sort of thing. And just kind of be there for him, take care of him. Yeah, that'll be next weekend. But through the whole thing, I just got to make sure that even though I'm taking care of my dad, I have to make sure that I'm taking care of myself too. And that includes like living life regularly, like going to the gym when I know I need to, you know, still hanging out with friends, but like maybe later on in the night when he's like sleeping, you know, and just really being able to have a balance of taking care of somebody, but also taking care of yourself. Because if you are not taken care of and you're trying to take care of this other person that you love, everything's going to go downhill. And I learned that a lot from my mom, especially because she knows and she's set boundaries for herself and the people in her life to be able to have time for herself. And I needed to learn how to respect that myself because, yeah, we had a whole conversation. But yeah, just, I guess, learning that myself and how to respect it for other people is another hard lesson to learn, because it's like you just want to be able to be there for them, but also you need to be there for yourself. Otherwise it's like the injured leading the injured, which is never good. Anyway, that's enough of that. I'm gonna finish this Diet Coke. And yeah, enjoy the rest of my day.